So today I wanted to talk about one, two, three, four, five, six things that I feel will help you um, exit your lazy girl era, right? So as I've transitioned through different jobs in my life, I always reached a point where I was a little burnt out and I didn't always have the energy to apply myself because I let the burnout catch up to me. And I had kind of just been flying under the radar to just get by, right? But when you are maybe interviewing for a new job like I did today, or you are looking to break a bad habit, you have to internalize where you've been lazy in creating this thing that you want to change, right? So maybe you are experiencing some travesty in your life that you feel like you've caused because you weren't applying yourself the way that you know that you could. You would need to tell yourself to tighten up. And I believe in most cases, it's not that we don't know better, it's just that we're too lazy to actually do better. So, to start this channel off, I would like for us to all get on the same page and just admit that there are things that we are all lazy about. Okay, so how are we going to exit out of this lazy girl era? Or for the fellas, maybe you all are being lazy too. So maybe you want to exit out of your lazy boy era, right? We're going to start with these six things, and they are going to propel our journey to greatness together. All of us, you and me and you. Okay, so here we go. Number one, initiate small changes. Seems simple, right? What do I mean? So we're going to begin with a small, manageable task, such as maybe making your bed, or maybe you are the type of person that lives out of their car and doesn't clean their car as much. So maybe instead of making your bed, you're going to commit to cleaning your car out once a week. Whatever it is, it's a small change that you are confident you will be able to keep up with and maintain either daily or weekly. Okay, we want to start small. So my example is making the bed or washing the car. Pick one or find another, but you want to start small and you want it to be something that you can do. You want to make it an actionable task that you can do either daily or weekly, but it has to be new and it has to be something that you're initiating today. All right, because we're going on this journey together. All right. Number two, establish a routine. Very important. Develop a daily routine, either in the morning or in the night, that motivates you to accomplish these tasks, right? You want to make sure that you are establishing a routine. Very important. Successful people have routines. People that are not lazy, they have routines. You have to establish a routine and you have to maintain this routine. You can tweak it, you can change it, all of those things, but you have to establish one and maintain it. All right. Another thing you have to maintain a clean environment. I am a stickler. In my house, everything has its place. Everything. The dog's leash, the dog's bowl, my son's book bag, my son's laptop for school. Everything has its place because it's important that my environment stays clutter free because I am better able to think forward, right? There's clean space around me, I'm motivated. I'm thinking freely. I'm not full of anxiety, because a cluttered space can negatively affect your productivity. Believe it or not. Okay, this is scientifically proven. Okay, make a habit of decluttering your space regularly. For example, in my house, every Sunday, I'm decluttering the laundry room. I'm getting the laundry room ready for the week. I work out. I take 2 showers a day, or a shower and a bath, because I'm at the gym. I'm outside walking the dog. We're getting dirty. And the laundry room stacks up. I don't always have time in my day to pop a load of laundry in. But on Sunday, I'm playing catch up. I'm decluttering that laundry room. We start with a pristine, very clean laundry room every Monday morning. Okay? So, maintaining a clean environment, very important. Number 2, setting achievable goals. Establish realistic goals for the day, the week, and the month ahead, right? You know Christmas is coming up. You know you don't have Christmas lights. You know your kids want Christmas lights. In order to maintain in your feminine role, in your feminine frame, why wait until the last minute when you know it's going to make you crazy, when you know it's going to give you anxiety, when you know you're going to be bitchy about it? Like, why do that to yourself? So, if you set achievable goals up, 3 months before Christmas, or 3 months before your kid's birthday, or 3 months before your dog's surgery, you set achievable goals so that on the day of, you can make sure to get those things done and not have to stress about them, right? Because you've set those small goals to accomplish the larger goal at hand, right? Number 5, we want to celebrate our success. Listen, when I go to the park and my dog is not reactive to other dogs, we celebrate. How do we celebrate? We go to Dunkin' Donuts. We get ourselves a donut and some coffee, right? Or if I get an award at work that I've really been busting my butt on, or for, on a project that was very stressful. At the end of that project, once I get that award or I get that accolade from my boss or my manager, me and my team, we go and celebrate. Or if it's something that I've done without a team, I'll celebrate on my own with my husband. But either way it goes, every time I set an achievable goal that I've accomplished, I celebrate in some small way. So please always celebrate yourself, especially when you've initiated the small change, when you've established that routine, when you've maintained a clean environment, and you've been setting achievable goals. When you've been doing all of these things, you should celebrate yourself. It's hard to change old habits. It's hard to adapt new ones. While you're doing it, celebrate yourself along the way. Right? It really recharges you and encourages you to keep it going. And that's what we want, right? We want to be successful in our lives. So we have to adopt these things so that we can show up and be as successful as we can. And so the last one is embrace the power of lists. This is my favorite. I have a list for everything. Right now, the list that I'm thinking about is my Thanksgiving card list, because we are already in the middle of October and I have to get those cards out in the mail so that they get to people before Thanksgiving, right? So on my list is everyone I'm sending a card to. I already got the cards in the Amazon cart. They should be here by Tuesday. My goal is to have those cards out into the mail by Halloween. That ensures that they have plenty of time to get where they're going and no one feels left out, right? So keep a list of tasks to be done and their deadlines. This way, you start each day with a clear plan. Make it visually appealing and motivating. Consider using productivity apps like Evernote, Habit Tracker, or Notion. These are great apps to adopt. I'm more old school, so I use things like planners, or notebooks. I like to use these stickers, and this one has some cool stickers. If you see, this is my October so far, right? I had an interview today at 2, and I think it went really well. But as you can see, like for September, there were some special things going on. This is a planner that I use for my work projects only. I do also have a planner that I use, with my checklist for my personal life. There are a lot of things that I share on my family share calendar with my husband and my son, to help me facilitate my lists. But all of my lists start here at my desk, either in my professional planner like this one, or my personal one that is upstairs in my nightstand. Like I said, I can't live without a list because it just helps me maintain a calm demeanor, which allows me and helps me stay in my feminine frame. And I really feel like, when you are actively trying to be the best person you can be, and you apply yourself in these ways, not being lazy and being more thoughtful and strategic in how you move individually, it's easy to be soft and feminine because you're always prepared and ready. That saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's how femininity is. The most feminine women that you know are the ones that are doing that pre-mortem. Everybody knows what post-mortem is, but this sort of like pre-mortem planning. It's basically you're looking ahead at your life and how you are able to make it easier for you so that it is so that you can approach it in a softer way, more thoughtful way, and not be stressed out while doing it, so that you don't do things that cause you to act out and give people, a bad taste in their mouth after dealing with you. When I'm on the Cart Before the Horse channel, many men complain about the approach that women take towards them. And they usually say that women are more masculine than they should be. So that is another reason that prompted me to start my channel and start doing these videos. And I feel like the best place to start is for all of us to acknowledge that there are places in our life that we are being lazy in. And I figured the first video that we should do should discuss and talk about laziness. So how to exit your lazy girl era. Number 1, initiate small changes. Number 2, establish a routine and keep that routine. Don't let anything come in between you and your morning coffee, or you and your morning walk, or you and your nighttime facial routine. Stick to a routine that is for you. And don't let anyone take you away from it. That's very important, because once you establish a routine, you start to establish boundaries for other people, and you start really advocating for yourself, putting yourself first. Okay, so you want to initiate small changes, establish a routine, maintain a clean environment, set achievable goals, celebrate your success, and embrace the power of lists. When you make a list and you get something done, it feels good to check it off. It feels good to know you got it done and it's something that you don't have to worry about. And that anxiety is what takes away our feminine softness. Let's get rid of as much angst in our lives as we can. So let's start making lists. Let's be that girl that pulls out her planner and says, no, I'm sorry. That's not on my list of things to do today. Let me put that on something I can get done over the weekend, or right? Because you're establishing routines and you're setting boundaries, you're cleaning your environment, you're achieving your goals. So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say in this video. I know that it probably, is coming out of nowhere. It's very left field, but, I feel like I get a lot of compliments on some of the things that my mentors were able to share with me along the years. And I just want to pass on that knowledge to somebody that probably doesn't have a mother or a mentor to tell them these things. And as you're on your journey and establishing goals for yourself, and you're thinking about ways to be less lazy, I want you all to think about, the reason why a lot of people have so many gripes and complaints about the world is because it seems like everybody is kind of like making up their own rules as they go. And there was something that I read here that I found very, enlightening. And that was that people making up their own rules and deciding which courtesies they want to observe and which they don't is exactly the problem that's been identified as incivility and lack of consideration. And that's one thing as a feminine woman that I can't stress enough. The way you show up for others and make them feel is very important. So when you get yourself together, when you stop being lazy and you start applying yourself in the 6 areas that I just discussed, you are going to see a lot of doors opening for you, and you're going to be able to see doors that you need to close. So be prepared. People aren't going to respect your lists. People aren't always going to respect your boundaries or keep your spaces clean. But those people that are not respecting you need to be removed and are probably part of the reason why you're being lazy. And that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Please hit the like button and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.